The richest people I know don't wear designer suits. They don't drive supercars or flaunt watches that cost more than your college tuition. In fact, you probably wouldn't even look twice if you saw them on the street. But behind the scenes, they're sitting on quiet empires. Real wealth isn't loud, it's built in silence, with habits most people overlook or ignore. These are people who live simply, but have financial blueprints far more advanced than the average person. They don't make random money decisions. They've created systems, mindsets, and patterns that quietly compound in the background. If you want to stop looking rich and start actually being rich, these 7 habits are where it all begins. Number 1. The lazy trick that builds wealth without thinking. Quietly wealthy people are lazy, but in a brilliant way. They don't waste energy on repetitive money tasks. Instead, they build systems that do the hard work for them. Every month, their income is automatically divided. A portion goes straight into investments. Another chunk feeds their emergency fund. Bills, paid automatically. Retirement accounts, funded without lifting a finger. Automation eliminates emotional decision-making. There's no temptation to spend what's already allocated. It's like creating invisible financial discipline that protects you from yourself. You'll never find quietly wealthy people waking up in a panic, realizing they forgot to pay a credit card bill or skipped a month of investing. And the benefits are massive. Let's say you automate $500 a month into an index fund. You forget about it, keep working, and check back in a decade. That alone could grow into tens of thousands without a single emotional decision. Wealth grows silently when your money is always moving in the right direction without effort. Want to build real wealth? Stop relying on motivation. Build the system once, then let it run quietly in the background while you live your life. Number 2. Why the rich buy less, but smarter. It might shock you, but quietly wealthy people aren't cheap, they're strategic. They know that buying something cheap that breaks in a year is more expensive than buying something high quality that lasts a decade. That's why they'll gladly spend $300 on a pair of boots that will outlive 5 pairs of trendy knockoffs. They see every purchase as an investment. That doesn't mean they spend more, it means they spend better. They research, compare, and make purchases that will add long-term value to their lives, not short-term dopamine. You won't find them splurging on designer sneakers, but you might see them investing in ergonomic office chairs, high-quality kitchen appliances, or tools that make them more efficient. This mindset trickles into every area of spending, from how they choose insurance plans, to travel bookings, to how they furnish their homes. They value function over flash, longevity over trends, and peace of mind over clout. It's a game of priorities, and quietly wealthy people are masters of picking what actually matters. Number 3. Looking rich versus actually being rich. Most people brag about their income. Quietly wealthy people obsess over something else, their net worth. Income is how fast money flows in. Net worth is what's left after the bills, the debt, and the spending. You could earn $150,000 a year and still be broke. Or you could earn $60,000 and build a 7-figure portfolio over time. The difference? One is focused on appearances, the other is focused on assets. The quietly wealthy track their net worth like their life depends on it. They know their total assets, their total liabilities, and they understand how small, consistent increases compound over years. Some even break it down by asset class: how much is in real estate, how much is in stocks, how much is liquid cash. Their goal is not to win the spending Olympics, it's to win back their time. Because once your net worth hits a certain point, you no longer need to trade hours for dollars. That's when real freedom begins. If you want to start your wealth journey, stop focusing on your salary alone. Ask, what do I actually keep? What am I building? Number 4. The 10-year mindset that quietly builds millions. Most people think in paychecks and months. Quietly wealthy people think in decades. They know the power of compound growth, and they're playing a very different game. Instead of jumping on the latest trend, they're asking, what will this decision look like in 10 years? That mindset shifts everything. It means they're okay saying no to vacations they can't truly afford. It means they delay gratification because they're not thinking about comfort today. They're thinking about freedom tomorrow. Compound growth isn't flashy, it's not immediate, but over time, it's unstoppable. Imagine investing $10,000 at age 25. At a 7% annual return, that becomes $76,000 by age 65. Now imagine doing that every year. Quietly wealthy people know this math by heart. It shapes how they live. They don't fear missing out on trends. They fear missing out on peace, options, and long-term abundance. Number 5. The hidden income streams you never see. Wealthy people don't depend on just one paycheck. They understand that relying on a single income is like walking a tightrope with no safety net. Instead, they build multiple streams of income slowly and strategically. It might start with dividend stocks, then maybe a rental property, later a small business or digital product that brings in passive sales. It's not about becoming a workaholic. It's about getting your money to work even when you don't. Quietly wealthy people see their income as a layered portfolio. Each stream supports the others. If one dries up, the others still flow. And here's the kicker. They start small. A $100 a month income stream might not seem like much, but multiply that over a year, then add a few more. Suddenly, you've got thousands coming in with no active effort. It's not magic, it's strategy and patience. And over time, it builds a fortress of financial freedom. Number 6. Why their life doesn't change, even when their paycheck does. Ever notice how some people get a raise and suddenly have a new car, upgraded apartment, and fancy gadgets? That's lifestyle inflation, and it's a silent wealth killer. Quietly wealthy people resist that urge. When their income increases, their spending doesn't. At least not much. They've already built a life they enjoy, so there's no pressure to upgrade just because they can. Instead of reacting to more money with more spending, they pause. They might upgrade one small thing, a better mattress, a gym membership, higher quality food, but the bulk of their raise goes toward investments and savings. They understand that every lifestyle upgrade often comes with a long-term price. A bigger house means higher taxes, maintenance, and pressure to furnish it. A new car might come with payments, insurance hikes, and depreciation, so they hold off. The result? Margin, freedom, peace, and far more money to redirect toward building real wealth. Number 7. How the quietly rich stay calm in chaos. When markets crash, economies wobble, or jobs disappear, most people panic. They sell low, freeze up, or make emotional money decisions that backfire. But quietly wealthy people? They respond, not react. They zoom out, they take a breath, they see the bigger picture. And while others are panicking, they're often buying undervalued assets, cutting waste, and setting themselves up for the rebound. This calm comes from two things: preparation and mindset. They have emergency funds, low debt, long-term investments. They've already built buffers so they don't have to scramble. More importantly, they aren't living for public opinion. They're not chasing approval on social media. They're not driven by fear. Because they've done the work in advance, they can keep a level head while everyone else spirals. That emotional control is a wealth-building skill in itself. And it's one of the biggest reasons they stay rich, while others start over. These habits don't make headlines. They're not flashy or viral, but that's exactly why they work. Because while the world chases the illusion of wealth, the quietly rich are building the real thing behind the scenes. Start small. Automate one thing. Track your net worth. Rethink your next purchase. These aren't overnight moves, they're lifetime shifts. But if you follow them long enough, you'll wake up one day and realize you're quietly wealthy too. Want more? Watch this next video on how looking poor can help you build real wealth. It might just change how you think about money forever.